3 words, just 3 words, but they carry so much pain. We heard them today from the 2 disciples as they made their way out of Jerusalem toward Emmaus after the death of Jesus. You might not have said these words like they did, but I bet that either in your head or your heart or out loud, you said something like them. I mean, the 2 disciples were so discouraged. They had watched their beloved Jesus die, and they couldn't even imagine going on. The fact that they were leaving Jerusalem suggests they'd thrown in the towel. They were giving up. The 3 words, we were hoping. We were hoping that he was the one, and now he's dead. And now our hearts are crushed within us. We were hoping, and now what? Now we don't even know how to go on anymore. We were hoping. And again, whether or not you've ever exactly said those 3 words, I bet you've at least felt something like that. Just like those 2 disciples, we've all had those times when we had our hopes up, when we were hoping, and then we were crushed. And I would imagine that there are some hearing me right now for whom the hopes were things like this. I was hoping that my mom would be cured of cancer, or that my husband would be, or my wife, my friend, my child. And I was hoping that my grades would be good enough to get some scholarship money so I could afford to go to college. Or I was hoping that my daughter would come back to the practice of the faith, or that my estranged son would come back to our family. I was hoping this was the one with whom I'd spend the rest of my life. I was hoping that for once this Easter, my family wouldn't spend half the time fighting. Or I was hoping my life would have turned out differently. I was hoping. Have you ever felt something like that? And if so, and maybe especially if you feel like that right now, I point out this one important thing. Right now, you are here. You are with us. That is so crucial. This one fact doesn't make everything okay, and yet somehow at the same time, it changes everything. You were here. Now the disciples, they were leaving Jerusalem, and they'd given up and were leaving their community of faith. But you are here. Me? I'm here too. Like you, I've sometimes known that grieving, that discouragement in my own life. We were hoping is my sentence too. It's the heaviness I sometimes feel in my heart when I look at this world or this church and see how it could be. When I see the suffering of so many good people, and even how I sometimes thought I would be, I was hoping. Yet I'm here too, like you are. And so the sentence becomes, we are here. And I am so thankful we are in it together, and that makes all the difference. I can't make everything okay for you, and I don't very much like that. I mean, heck, I can't even make everything okay for myself half the time. And you can't make everything okay for me. But we are here, even with all that's mixed up inside of us, all that's messed up among us or around us or in us. We are here. And there is no promise that everything will be okay. But we will. We will. For as he did for those early disciples, the risen Jesus somehow always shows up and walks with us on the way.